Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I have a little unboxing to share with you today, and it's from In Love Arts. So I don't know if you saw the previous videos where I did some demonstrating of In Love Arts products, but this is the second round of demonstrating their products, and I was so happy and honored that they asked me to demonstrate some more of their products. So the products I got this time was some of these. These are like little vellum sticker leaves, or you can see they're green leafy little stickers. They're long and narrow, and I like these because they're kind of generic and they go with so much, you know what I mean? So, and there's quite a bit in the package. There's all of these right here that I got in one package, and I already put one down here. They came with this music too. It's like cardstock music. Great little thing to use in our journals, right? So I already put one down there to see what it looked like. This is something else. I'll show you in a second. But here's what they look like on paper. Aren't they pretty? So then I got three things. So that was one thing. The second thing that I got was a die cut, or die. So it's a metal die. If you haven't seen these before, if you're new to crafting and, you know, crafting machines, this is a die, and it's metal, and I cut out all of these little flowers. I'm going to show you in a second, but I cut them out, and I got this size because, first of all, I have a little Sizzix sidekick here that Maria gave me. Maria got a new Sizzix, a bigger and nicer, and maybe, I don't know if it's electric or what, but you know, a newer one and a bigger one. So she gave me this one that she actually picked up at a thrift store. Isn't that cool? I've never seen one of these at a thrift store, but it's a cute little thing that you can just use on your desk. It sticks down, like it has a little suction cup on the bottom, and I used it to cut this die in that little machine with the, you know, appropriate things that go with it, to cut out all of these little flowers with that die. So just, if you've never seen actual die cuts before, you probably have, but I haven't done them a lot on my channel. Even though I have that machine, I just haven't used it a whole lot, but I want to use it more. So when In Love Arts asked me to demonstrate some more of their products, they have lots and lots and lots of beautiful dies. I said, well, let me try one and, you know, get one that'll fit through my little Sizzix sidekick. So I got that flower I showed you. I cut out all of these, and here's one. These are like double-sided scrapbook paper. So they're kind of colorful on this side, and the other side of that scrapbook paper, it's cardstock too, was green and white. See how pretty they came out? Isn't that neat? Hope I'm showing you in the right frame here. But yeah, let me show you again just in case I was out of frame. Yeah, those. So I've got a bunch of those. Let me just separate them here. Yeah, that's another one of those. This is from like something with text on it, like a book page. And that's pretty also. See, very kind of neutral on that one. And these right here, I was kind of experimenting to see if I could use them along with this leaf, the sticky leaf vellum leaves that I got from In Love Arts. And these are green on both sides. So they're green and white on this side. And they were kind of two shades of green on the other side of that piece of scrapbook paper. And I used for all of these die cuts right here, I used scraps from my scrap box, which I have right here beside me, handy. So I was thinking, let's see, I'm going to show you, let me show you the third thing, and then we'll experiment for a second. But this is the other thing I wanted to try. I don't have any really wide washi, so I picked out a wide washi tape to get from In Love Arts and wanted to try it. So this is the kind of washi where you peel off this, it's like a sticker, you peel off the back, right? So and there are little like notes on here, so I can use a strip, or I can cut the notes apart and use them separately. I thought that would be real practical. You know, we don't have to be practical, but it's sometimes nice to be a little practical. So I cut one off with my scissors just to see what I could do with it, and I wanted to see what it looked like here on a piece of cardstock, just if we were going to make a little, say a little note or a little writing spot for our journals. So let me get the sticker back off. See, it's just like a sticker, peels right off. And then you stick it down. This is a scrap from a manila folder from my scrap box. So let's just stick it down. Maybe right down here at the bottom. So there we go. Can you see that okay? Yeah. This was the first piece. Let me see, what did I do? I folded the corner down there by mistake. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm sticking it down. Let's cut it out. I want to cut it out and see what it looks like. Just to see how these would look. Because I could do that. I could do that with a lot of these washi tapes. Or I can use them in a single, you know, strip. Which I will also do. Probably in another video. And then we can use them to layer. For layering. Things like that. You know, on journal cards or pages or tags or whatever. So there it is as a little, it says weekend right here, and it's like a little memo, like a little memo note, you know, like from a notepad. And now it's got this cardstock on the back. Let's see real quick. I have my distress ink here. Let's see what it looks like distressed real quick, just to get an idea what we can use these little things from. So I want to tell you that I will have under this video in the descriptions box area, I'll have a coupon for you and all the links to these products that I'm showing you today. So if you would like to investigate any of these or just check out In Love Art's website, just click on those links and it'll take you there. And if you do want to get anything, use that coupon for sure, because then you'll get a discount, right? So isn't that cute? A little kind of journaling card, or, you know, something to stick in, you know, an envelope or a pocket or a little tuck spot or wherever you want in a journal, or whatever you want to send somebody a little note or something. Isn't that cute? Awesome, right? I like it. That's awesome. I'm so glad I picked those out. So here's our whole row. Let's see. Or a whole roll, I should say. So let's put that out of the way for a second. I just want to see something real quick. Let me get my scraps out of the way here. So here's a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I'm working on a journal that well, I won't go into which one it is, but this page will fit in there. Okay, it's coffee dyed paper, and I want to see if we were to use a whole strip, what would that look like? Okay, so say for this particular page, I would end up cutting this little note in half. So let me just make sure that is true of all of these. Yes. Okay, so what I would do is just kind of go ahead and cut two of them, you know, so I don't waste one. Not that, yeah, I'd be wasting it, but I really would rather have whole ones instead of, you know, half of one. So I want to see what this just looks like on as a strip. So this backing is coming off really easy, as you can see. And I'm just going to stick these down here. Let me see how I want to do it. I think I'm just going to stick them right here in the middle of the page. So from top to bottom in the middle. And then stick it right there on the edge. So these can be little writing spots. Like say you want to put a picture here, and then you want to write about it over here, or maybe two little pictures, or whatever, some mementos, and then you could write about it over here. That would be cool, right? And it looks really good with the vintage look of this coffee dyed paper. So that's neat. Awesome. So we'll do some more experimenting with in another. I'm going to do 2 more videos demonstrating these products, so we'll do more on that. And then so the little leaves here, I just wanted to talk about that for another minute or two. So I watched a video. Another thing that motivated me to pick out this die from, you know, In Love Arts was I watched a video from Corey Dahman, and I will link her video below because she made some beautiful flowers with some die cuts, and since you know, I've never bought any die cuts before myself. I only have the ones that Maria gave me. And so you know, I said, well, I watched her video and I was like, oh, that is so cool. And In Love Arts had contacted me and said, hey, you know, we want you to demonstrate some more of our products. I said, oh, well, let me. I just watched Corey's video and said, let me get one, a die cut similar. So it's not, you know, the same or anything, but it is this beautiful flower die cut that is very, also, I think, very practical. So I thought the first thing I would do is maybe use one of the greenery pieces and then layer. You probably layer these leaves on top of this in a way like that. Isn't that pretty? Layering and then adding maybe, before when I used these, I used some wax seals. That would also be pretty. So I would glue this down with a wax seal. But also, Corey gave me this idea in her video. So she took her dies and cut out her flowers. And then she used them actually for layering. So what's really cool is what you can do. This is this exact same die. This is the only flower die I have. So I have no choices of any other dies, right? I have a butterfly and a seahorse, which I could use also with the same thing, layering and decorating around these flowers. But for the flowers, what I wanted to try was, say, cutting off. Let me find one where, see, I accidentally cut that one off. I think I can still use it though. So I wanted to just cut one of these flowers off of here and try something like this. And this is kind of what in Corey's video it gave me the idea. So I cut, see, I have this kind of more solid green here, and take one of the more colorful ones and you layer your little flowers, you know, something like that. See how you can layer them? Isn't that cool? I mean, I don't know. I'm not very experienced with die cuts, as I am telling you, but that would be so cool to be able to just layer these in different ways. And then I also want to try different types of paper and see how that looks, like more book pages and maybe some, you know, coffee dyed tracing paper. So here's another one. Let's try this one down here. This is kind of a bigger flower here, and this is a little bit smaller. So see, or you can even kind of offset it and like put it right on the petals if it's smaller and layer it that way, or offset it where you know, you have these petals here and then put these petals in between those petals. Let me hold it up so I can show you what I'm talking about a little bit better. So here is the one I'm layering. So see the petals, and I put these petals in between those petals. You probably saw it already, but just in case. Isn't that cute? And then once you glue it down, of course, it's going to stay there, but you get the idea. Kind of layering, and then, you know, just cutting. Don't be afraid. You made a die cut, but why not cut some of them up and do some layering like that? That would just add so much dimension to your little, you know, whatever you're making on a page, you know, your clusters or your, you know, layering and decorating on a page. So I think that's going to be really fun to use these some more. I have the little tool I'm so glad I got this now, from Dollar Tree, where you can poke out, just in case you've never used die cuts before. You cut it, and then you use this little tool, like this one's from Dollar Tree. This is called a score here. You're supposed to score with this end, kind of like you could also use it as a bone folder, I think, though. And then, you know, when you're making a crease, this is a really handy little tool. They're 2 for $1 at Dollar Tree. Anyway, here's a little pokey end, and so you do your die cut, then you turn it over, and to get it out, because it's really in there, and this is a very thin little branch, you don't want to tear it, so you gently kind of take this and poke your holes here. See all these little holes underneath or in the die cut? Corey said these are for poking your little paper out, so isn't that handy? So yeah, if you want to see me actually cut some of these, I did them before the video because I didn't really think you'd want to watch me cutting them with the sidekick or Sizzix sidekick. If you need a demonstration, let me know and I'll be glad to do some on video. But Otherwise, I'll just prepare them before and then we'll have fun with them. But I made all of these this morning in about 10 to 15 minutes before I went to work. I wanted to prepare for this video. And I was like, oh, yay, crafting time before work. So, yeah, I had a little crafty time this morning for about 10 or 15 minutes. And made all of these. So that was pretty quick, right? And it worked great. I don't know how old this little guy is, but he still works good, Maria. Thank you so much. That's Maria from Maria's Miscellany, and I'll link her channel too. If you guys, probably most of my subbies know her, but if you don't, you need to go check her out. So that's it for now. I think I showed you everything. 3 products I got this time. And so look for my next videos where we have some more fun with these, and I'll see you all next time. And don't forget to click on those links if you wouldn't mind, and especially if you order anything, because that'll help them to, you know, keep our relationship going where they keep letting me demonstrate products. So thank you to In Love Arts for letting me try your products, and thank you to everyone for watching and clicking, and I will see you next time. Have a great night. Happy crafting.